Yeah, nice thing is I don't think those cars can see my flame up here. Oh, Alyssa does that. Oh, there goes a car down there, and I'm just gonna have to set this hammock up and bring you back because there's way too many cars going. Oh, here comes one now. Hold on. Oh, you get cars kept coming by. Back over to where we set the hammock up, which is gonna be, oh, look. Oh, we can play some golf. Car just went by while I was getting this set up here. I have to turn my light out. Oh, here comes another car. Oh, and another one. Oh, two of them. Oh, boy. This is going to be a tricky one. Hey, Tony here, Rain Adventures 2.0. Where are we at and what are we doing? Well, where we're at, we're at a Motel 6. So, why are we at a Motel 6? Because we're stashing the car. Why are we stashing the car? Is because we're gonna do an e-bike stealth camp. But I needed a place to put the car. They got security cameras here, and I thought, if we're taking the bike, maybe the car will be okay. So we got the Velotric Nomad 2X. So we're gonna be taking that, and what are we doing with it? Well, we're doing a stealth camp, a hammock camp, and I got a spot picked out, but we gotta get there. So let me get the bike off the rack and get on the road. I'll talk to you in a minute. All right, so let's get on the road. We got a little bit of a drive to go, but not too far. So we're just gonna work our way out and down out of this parking lot. Kind of watch some traffic. All right, so right in front of us is Interstate 81. So we're just off of the Frackville exit, and we're gonna go, I don't know if you can see it there, but the Frackville Industrial Park, and we're gonna sneak our way back this road. I don't have too far to go. I don't want to get there too early, but we're going to get there as soon as we can. And I don't think we should have any problem sneaking into it, but I'm really looking forward to you seeing this spot. I've been thinking about this for about, a year. I found this about a year ago. So let me get on out this road and bring you back when we get a little closer. So there's nobody in the parking lot. We're actually going into this Foursquare church. So they got services on Sunday and then Wednesday. We're just gonna come up here a little bit. That was kind of sneaky. All right, well, here we are. That wasn't a long intro. That was just kind of get up here quick and get hidden. So right now, I'm got to get my backpack off, and I'm going to stash that right over here. Oh, man, that thing is hot. Oh, I got to unhook the waist part. Oh. So I have my tripod and everything that I need in the backpack. So that's why it wasn't very much of an approach. I just kind of rode right up here. All right, let me get this bike, figure out where I'm going to put that. I think I'm going to go that way here. Okay, I just moved the bike a little bit more over here. Got the backpack back there. It's underneath this water tower, and that's how I actually found this place. Is I noticed that water tower right there, and then I thought because it's a church that when I saw what's over here, I thought, wonder if that's like representative of the tomb, because I saw all these posts with these things on. But I parked out there and I walked up here and I was like, oh my goodness. It's an old miniature golf course. Yeah, so I've been wanting to get here. So now we're here, but we got to get busy because the sun's going down So I've had about 4 cars go by while I was, there's another one right there. Let me just stand here like I'm not doing anything. La 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 la. All right, I don't think they look up this way very much because you're heading down the road. All right, so let me get my backpack. I did pack very light, so we do have our hammock in here, but I want to move everything back in here into this golf course a little bit more. And I'm thinking, yeah, those cement things right here, this is what I saw from the parking lot, and I thought these were like explanation things like stations, and then when I walked up here I saw that no, that's the first hole right there, and they go all the way up through there. But look at number 3, we're going to be utilizing that as well, but I don't think I can get the bike up and around. I think the bike will be good right there because it blends in pretty good. Yeah. Oh, there goes another car. And another one. And another one. So a lot of cars. Oh, and a truck. Yeah. All right, I gotta lay low for a second. This is a whole industrial park. We got a building right there. I'm hoping they're not 24/7, but I have no clue. The amount of cars that are going up the road, I'm thinking there might be different shifts, but it's already 7 o'clock. Like I said, the sun's going down. I moved our backpack closer to this over here, hole number 3. And this is why I thought it was part of the church thing. Oh yeah, sun's going through the trees. But I thought this was like a tomb, the tomb where Jesus was buried, but it's actually hole number 3. And I came in here and look at that window. So I thought about bringing a cot because I could get a cot in here, but I didn't because I wanted to pack light with that bike. And you can see, well, no, you can't, can you? Oh yeah, there it is. So you can see the bike down there, the backpack. So I am going to do my cooking in here. I might even cook on this window ledge. Yeah, but this is hole number 3. And then it wraps around across the little bridge. You can see the water tower there. And then this over here is actually like the pump house, because I'm thinking they had probably a water feature. Yeah, and then all the holes go up and around there. So I could try to get back further, but I'm liking this building for cooking, and I don't want to be too far back because I want to keep the bike there and then kind of have the water tower there, have the action of the road throughout the night. Oh, there goes a car again. All right, so I'm thinking like most of our activity will be in here. Yeah, because I can have a light on in here and everything and kind of hang out. I was trying to figure out a way to hook a hammock up in here, but I wouldn't trust it. All right, let me get my backpack in here. All right, so this will be like our home base. All right, should I walk you up around and see the rest of the golf course? Because we're not going to set our hammock up or cook right now, but what are we having for dinner? Oh, I'll tell you then. But check out the new shirt. This is Ribeye Randy. He hasn't gotten his name officially yet, but the 2 most voted on names were Ribeye and Randy. So I'm thinking maybe we go with Ribeye Randy, the 2.0 Adventure Squirrel. All right, oh, it echoes in here. So this was an 18-hole course, mini course. But yeah, way over there I see hole number 17. But yeah, no, number 5. So all the structures are still here. I guess I tried to find out a little bit more information about it, but it is in Frackville, Pennsylvania. So maybe you could look it up if you want to. but that's a look back at it. From what I understand, it was pretty popular. I talked to my son-in-law, and he said, oh yeah, I know where that place is at. We used to go there as kids. But their little water feature here, it looks like they had a drain right there. Yeah, there's our little spot down there. And these are all just features here. Oh, look, it's still got the old pad to hit the golf ball, I guess, across this bridge. Yeah, and the hole would be back in there, but you can see we're really, really close to the warehouse. Yeah, and I guess the water would come up that way and run over there. It looks like they have water features all over here, but it's way overgrown. That hole number 7. Oh, we got a downed tree, so that must have been more water. Yeah, I see a drain in there and everything. Boy, that wraps all around. All right, so it just goes back a pretty good ways. You can see the lights up there from the old lights. But I don't want to be back this far. So let's make our way back down through there. Yeah, a ton of water features. I'm sure this would have been quite the mini golf at one time. Yeah. I never knew about it, and I've been kind of in this area for a lot of years. So it must be quite a while since it's been running. Yeah, but it's definitely way overgrown. Got all the moss on the rocks, moss on the AstroTurf. You can see it all growing up there and all the leaves and debris. So this has to have been closed down for quite a few years, just with all the overgrowth and stuff. But yeah, pretty cool. Oh, there goes a car and a truck. Oh, it is gonna be busy. It's one thing about nature, it will reclaim an area or a building or anything. I mean, just all the stuff that's grown up around it, and there's still wildflowers and stuff, like tiger lilies right here. So yeah, I mean, that part of it, they're bulbs, they come up every year. Yeah, it's a cool spot. Oh, I'm liking it. All right, let's get back into hole number 3 before I get seen standing around. But I'm probably gonna go ahead and get some of my stuff out of the backpack. I'm not gonna set up my hammock anytime soon. I think I wanna save that almost till it's dark, because I wanna be down closer to that, but I'm thinking we can do just about everything we need to do in here. All right, let me get some stuff out. Oh, there was another car that just went by. So I do have the straps for the hammock, but like I said, I'm gonna put them up later. So I've got an isobutane propane tank. That's what we're gonna do our cooking on. Oh, maybe that won't work there. We'll see. But what am I cooking on? And what am I cooking with? I got the Fire Maple non-stick aluminum pan, and then I've got this burner this time, so that should work out good. And the hammock, I'm going to let in there, but I do have my stool, so I will get that set up next. That way I can sit in here and relax a little bit. Yeah, it kind of feels like when Fred Flintstone cartoon. A cartoon? What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, yabba dabba doo. Let's see, what else do we got here? I think that's it. All right, well, I think next time I bring you back, let me get my stove set up, but I am going to sit here for a little while. It's still too early to cook. All right, here we go. But for now, I am just going to sit down here and pass some time. Yeah, I've got a straight shot down that way. A sign came on for the church down along the road. I've been watching cars go by. Their actual headlights are coming on now. It is, oh, what time is it? Oh, it's 8:25. So I'm going to take advantage of this little bit of light that we have here yet. You look way brighter in the camera, but I don't want to have to be doing this and turning on a light. But what are we having? We are having a New York strip steak. Oh, that's pretty big. All right, so we're going to have that. But what are we cooking it in? We're cooking it in our fire maple non-stick pan. Set that aside. Ooh, knocking things over. But I have not used this in quite a long time. This is the fire maple. I think it's called Saturn X. I haven't brought this out for quite a long time, but I'm trying to get it situated to where it's kind of level. Car. Yeah. They're heading that way. They're not looking. But this has a little stem right here where you turn the gas on, and then it has an electronic starter. Let me get my steak ready and unwrapped out of this bag. I keep looking down there like somebody's going to be walking up here, but I think we're pretty safe. At least I feel safe. I did hear stuff up there at the warehouse, so they must be like have multiple shifts. So just as long as nobody walks around the side of the building there and looks down here, that's why I want to get this cooked before we lose too much light. All right, let me get this out. I'm not going to salt this beforehand like I did with that big old tomahawk steak. And if you didn't see that video, there's a thumbnail for it. That was last Thursday's video. Oh my goodness. That was Hammock Mountain had sent me money to get that steak for my 60th birthday. And I cooked that on that fireside outdoor pop-up fire pit. Man, that was nice. All right, well, let me get this fired up. We got our steak ready. So you just give this a little twist. Get the gas going. And then give the electronic start. Press. There we go. Set this back a little bit. This has like preheat tubes on it as well, so you can cook late, but I'm gonna throw this on there. So we got a bigger base than when we cooked steaks on that my little coffee micro burner. But this heats up very, very fast. Oh, does it fit in the pan? Yeah, it does. So we're gonna have to improvise. So we're only gonna do that a little bit on both sides. Then we'll salt it up and then eat it. Oh yeah. She's a sizzling. I'm gonna start a trash bag here. We're not gonna have much trash at all yet. But let me get one started. Adjust my temperature. I think I want to turn that down just a bit. So the only thing I brought was this knife here, but I'm going to flip this with the knife, give it a good stab, and a flip. Oh, step right up. What do you want to order? A New York strip? Let me help you. All right. Yeah, I think with this thickness, we're going to just go about 5 or 6 minutes on each side. Just give it some quick flips. I might keep control of the flame here. Oh, that's sizzling loud. And this is like, oh, truck. A big old suburban truck. Oh, another truck. Yeah. All right. I'm going to turn this down just a tad. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I hear 81's traffic down there. There goes another car. Yeah, nice thing is I don't think those cars can see my flame up here. Oh, unless it does that. Oh, there goes a car. One last flip on this side. All right, I'm going to turn it off. I think that's good. There we go. And we're just going to pull it off of here. We're going to leave it right in this pan. We're going to set it right here and let it cool down. And that's time for bon appetit. While our steak's cooling off in our cave, I came out to this side. I got to be very careful. You see all that right there growing up along there? That is all poison ivy. So if you're allergic to poison ivy, you might want to look away. Don't stare at it. Yeah. All right. I think our steak's almost rested enough. Yeah, I think she's looking good. I don't know if you can make it out, but right there in the center of the screen is the moon. It's a little orange. I think that's because of the fires up in Canada. It's been making the moon. That's almost a full moon. I don't think it's supposed to be a full moon yet tonight. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, there you have it. There's our steak. And I do not have a fork or a cutting board, so I'm just going to hold it and gnaw on it. All right, so I'm not going to keep you on for this whole bite, but let me take my first bite. New York strip, it's a little harder to bite through. It's not like a ribeye, but that's a lot of meat there. Oh, I didn't even salt it yet. Oh, but it's still good. Yum. Let me get some salt out. So I moved over to the back side here. That's where I'm going to eat my steak, but there's that Malden's salt. That's that Queen's salt. I'm just gonna, I got the steak down there on the floor in the pan, so I'm just gonna sprinkle it on. That's still cars going by. I gotta get this done quick. I really don't think they can see the light on. There's enough vegetation between us and the road. But I have this little light on, but this camera makes it so much brighter than it actually is. I'm having little trouble actually seeing my steak, even though it's so big. All right, well, let me get to eating. All right, there you have it. So I'm just down to a piece of gristle And the whole time I was eating that, I was thinking, we're eating a caveman style. Yeah, we are. All right. So I do have a Ziploc bag. I'm going to pack this up for Bailey. Bailey is my dog. If you've been following along, you know that I just gave Bailey that big old rib from that, from that tomahawk steak. All right, there's another car. Yeah, she had that gone in like a day and a half. All right, well, let me get this put away, and then I'll talk to you soon. So that packs away in this hard case. Really good for packing away in the car. This burner, I love this burner. Again, it's a fireman. I think it's Saturn. I don't know why I want to say that it's Saturn, but I haven't used it in a while. But get that all put away. Get our gas can down. Pack that away. So I'm going to pre-pack stuff. Put it back in the backpack. Nothing that I'm going to use. I don't want anything laying out. But I think we're going to have to get our straps set up for our hammock. I'm going to be laying in it in the dark, setting it up in the dark. Maybe I'll set it up and then show you what it looks like. Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's like a little cave. Yeah. Awesome. This is proving way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So I've got our hammock straps and I've got our hellbender hammock. I've got the drawstring around my neck, but it's hanging there because I've got there's keeps going cars going by, and I walked out there, and when I got this light on, this little cave's lit up pretty good, but I'm not going to be able to turn you on while I make my way down there, and I'm just going to have to set this hammock up and bring you back because there's way too many cars going. Oh, here comes one now. Hold on. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I got to do this really quick. Well, not quick, because I'm not quick, but this hammock sets up really quick. I'll bring it back, but I do have my area cleaned up here, so I'm gonna get going down there and try this. And just me walking down there is gonna be a challenge. Well, I do have my Woo Band light. I'm gonna use that every once in a while just so I can see the path, but I'm gonna have to turn it off as soon as cars come by. I got everything packed up from up here, so it's all down there. Man, was that a chore. About every less than 30 seconds, a car went by. So I got a little break right now. I don't see a car, but here's our cave. But I am all cleaned up here. Let's get down there. I've got the hammock set up, but man, I had to keep turning the light on and off because cars kept coming by. Back over to where we set the hammock up, which is going to be, oh, look. Oh, we can play some golf. Back over closer to the water tower. But man, was that ever a tricky job setting that up. Oh, we got to watch our step here. So you can see I've got the bike right there with the backpack, and I used that tree right there for the hammock, the one strap. And then it comes down, there's our hellbender hammock, and then we go right over to that tree right there. There's the big water tower. I thought about tying underneath of it, but there was not enough room. So I had figured we'll be right over hole number 2 here. This is all moss. Oh, so we got a nice place for our shoes. But yeah, there's the hammock. So my head will be at this end. We got the feet end a little higher. Let me give this a sit. Car just went by while I was getting this set up. And I have to turn my light out. Oh, here comes another car. Oh, and another one. Oh, 2 of them. Oh, This is gonna be a tricky one. All right, so I'm sitting in the hammock. I'm not gonna throw my feet up here, but that's where we're gonna be laying tonight. So this is the Hellbender hammock. It's a right leg sewn in underquilt. I think that's good. All right, let me get the light off. See if there's another car. Yeah. This might be really hard for us to talk. I could have gone further and deeper into the woods, but what fun is that, right? Car. Squirrel. All right. Oh, I don't hear anymore. All right. So I had taken the bike. Listen to this story. This is so cool. So I've got that Velotric bike that we rode over on. Well, I needed to get the tires adjusted, the air pressure, because they're air brakes. Air brakes on them. So I took them to a bike shop in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. And the bike shop is only like 2 blocks down from Yuengling Beer, which is the America's oldest brewery. So I was just 2 blocks down from there. So he adjusted them. Great guy. Been in business for 4 years there at that location. There's a coffee shop right across the street. So I got there this morning about 9:45, went into the coffee shop, and then I came out and then went over to the bike shop. And then he adjusted the air. I went back over and I did a 2.0 crew video saying where I was at and what I was doing, just to give the 2.0 crew a heads up. And I finished that little clip, and then as I was standing there, a guy comes over. Zach is his name. I think I'll show you the clip. I think I still have it on my phone. But Zach comes over to me, and he's holding his phone, and he turns it around and he says, I was at work, I was watching about these bikes, and I decided to go for lunch. I came down and I turned the corner and I see the bike and I see you, and I realize I'm watching your review video for that bike. And I said, what? How cool is that? And so we talked for a little while. He was very interested in that bike. And I said, hey, I can get it off the back of the car and let you take it for a ride. He says, no, I don't want to do that. I see headlights. He says, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, hey, if you were watching my video at work and you decided to go to lunch, and he was 3/4 of the way through that video, I said, you're meant to take a test drive, because he was asking me about the torque and all that stuff. So from the bike shop up past Yuengling Brewery, I think it's Montango Street, but it's got a pretty steep incline on this hill. And I said about the air shocks and stuff, and so I got it off, showed him how to use it, and he has an e-bike, but I turned my camera back on while he's going up, and I was telling the 2.0 crew that, telling the 2.0 crew about this guy that was watching my video, decided to go for lunch, and he came around the corner, and there I am. How much of a coincidence is that? I don't believe in coincidences. So Zach, welcome to the 2.0 family. And Zach took it up for a ride, and he came back. Well, let me show you the clip here. Hey guys, you can see the bike's not on there. What the craziest thing, a guy was watching my video. His name is Zach. He was watching my video like 20 minutes ago, and he came around the corner and he saw me with the bike, and we've been talking now. He just took it for a test ride.
That thing's insane.
Yeah?
That has good torque.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 100 times better than the one that I have.
Yeah, and yeah. Did you get it up to 5?
Yeah, on the way up, I was hitting it up, and it just goes. Like,
yeah.
But even right away, as soon as you pedal on one,
oh, yeah.
it's right off.
Yeah, it does. So I'm gonna put you on camera if you don't mind.
fine.
So
Yeah.
this is Zach, and like I said, he was with the craziest thing. He was watching my video about this bike while he was
at work, and I just saw it, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm gonna go for lunch. And as soon as I left for lunch, I went around the block, and here you were.
Awesome. Yeah, well, Zach just subscribed to the channel, and he took a test drive of the bike. Alrighty. We will see you. Tony 2.0 out. That's the whole tractor trailer. But how cool was that, right? Oh, awesome. So I gave him a sticker and put the bike back on, and then headed back home because I wanted to get this camp in tonight. So you got a video. All right. Well, I just wanted to tell you guys that because I thought that was one of the coolest things ever. That a video I put out a month and a half ago about that bike, and I'm in front of a bike shop that's a dealer for that bike who he doesn't carry it. This one just came out, and he was looking at it and then went to lunch and he showed me the video. He was 3/4 of the way through it, and he said he came around the corner in the car to go to lunch, and he saw the bike, looked at the screen, looked at me, and was like, oh my goodness, I'm watching your thing. So that is too cool. All right, well, I'm gonna turn this light off and just relax for a second. Well, I've been laying here in the hammock. I've got my puffy jacket on because it's getting chilly. It's getting down to 59 degrees tonight. But I've been just laying here, swinging in the hammock and dodging the cars. The cars did die down a little bit, but it is 11:15 right now, so I think I'm gonna go to sleep. Getting pretty tired, listening to all these tree frogs. Oh, it's such a good sound. But I've been watching the moon move through the trees. I don't know if I can catch a starlapse tonight because I got leaves in the trees above me. All right, well, I will see you in the morning. If anything happens, I'll bring you back. But until then, you have a great night, and we will see you in the morning. Lights out. Good night. Oh, just a swinging. You can see the, good morning. You can see the sun hitting the water tank up there. It's a good thing that doesn't have water in it, because then I'd be a little scared. Because just think of them old time movies where the water tank falls over and everybody washes away. Oh. Yep, so the sun is coming up. There is a ton of people going to work and trucks leaving to go make deliveries. So it is 6:45. So I think I'm gonna get my day rolling and get packed up before anybody notices I'm here, because I want to come back to this spot. I think this was a great spot. Maybe we'll go back a little further, get away from this road. But, well, if you're ready, let's get this day started. All right, here we go. There was a truck that just went by. I don't know if he looked up here or not. I was getting my shoes on. Alrighty. Oh, stretch. Oh, here comes another truck. Oh, that's a Jeep. And a car. Whew, it's gonna be busy. And another car. They're just going both ways, frontwards and backwards. But this is a really cool spot here. I've got this little, like, I guess this is where you'd hit the ball, maybe going that way. Oh no, up there, okay. Yeah, but I got, it's like a little camping spot. Yeah, I'm liking this. So this was hole number 1, I guess. Yeah, because number 2's right over there. All right, let me get this tore down. Well, the birds are squawking this morning up in the woods. All right, well, I got everything all packed up. Oh, got the bike down here. Got to get the backpack on yet and right on out of here. Oh, well, I think that's going to be about it. I didn't have any coffee with me this morning because I was thinking I'm not having coffee here. I got to go to that bike shop because I did order bags for this. So 2, I guess they're 12.5 liter saddlebags. So a total of 25 liters. So I won't have to wear a backpack. We're getting them for the bike, and right across the street is a coffee shop, and I'm going to go patronize them this morning. But I do want to say thanks a lot for coming along on these random adventures. I think this was a pretty cool camp. Really enjoyed it. Hope you did it too. And well, I guess we're getting out of here. I do got to get the backpack on. But remember, it's just one adventure at a time. And if you can't get out and have your own adventure, keep coming along with me. I think we're having an awesome time. Oh, that's right. Squirrel. We hit 39,000 subscribers this morning. So thank you all very much for watching and subscribing and liking and sharing and doing all that good stuff, because you guys are why this channel's growing, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, the sun. All right, well, until next week, why don't you take a look at some of these other stealth camping playlists, and oh, take a look at also that T-bone, not T-bone, that big steak, tomahawk. Take a look at that tomahawk steak video too. All right, well, Tony 2.0 out.